Okay, Assalamualaikum and good day. Alright, so for this video, I'm going to explain on the interface of the Blender. So for this type of Blender, this version is version 2.79. Alright, so basically this is the default interface when you launch or when you run your Blender 3D. Okay, so for this video, the learning outcome for this video is the first one is you'll be able to describe the default interface of Blender. So this is the default. As you can see, there are a few panel in the Blender. Okay, the second one, identify each features provided by Blender. So each of the panel, okay, so if let's say you can see the transform on this one and the other panel, each of these panel have their own features and function. Alright, and the last learning outcome is to describe the main function of each panel in the default Blender interface. Alright, so hopefully you can understand that each function. For example, in the property panel, there are consists of several sub panel in here, so hopefully you can name and understand each of these sub panel. All right, okay, so for the first part is default screen layout. Okay, so this is default interface, right? So the on top here, as you can see, file, render, window, and then you can see the name here, and you can click on this and you can see several options for the Blender layout. And in here you can have a scene and you can add another scene. So basically on top of this one, we call it as a toolbar. Alright, so basically if you want to save your file or if you want to create new file, you can you can see the function in here lah, which is you can see new, open, save as, and others, user preference, and you can import the 3D object or the 3D animation, and also you can export to from different file. Okay, and the second one is the render image. Render is converting from the 3D object to the 2D or video type of file. Okay, and then the window and also the hub button in here. So the first one is the toolbar. Okay, so basically the toolbar consists of file, render, window, help, and the scene name. And in here also there are three different options. The first one is the Blender render, Blender game, and also cycle render. So Blender render is for 3D modeling and also the 3D animation. So for the Blender also we can create a 3D game, and you can choose the option for the Blender games. And for the cycle render is another option to exporting our 3D model or the animation to the final output. Okay, so the second part is the viewport. The viewport is in here, alright, which you can see the toolbar panel here with a few different tab. And in here also you can see three main component. This is the basic component when you start the Blender, which you can see the camera and also the cube, and together with the lamp. And these three objects also will appear in the outliner. So this is the outliner. So if you have more than 100 objects, so it's easily to refer to this outliner panel, and you can rename each of the object also. Okay, so for example, if you want to rename the cube, you can simply click here and change the name of the blender in the name of the cube in here. Alright, so another panel is at the next to the outliner, which is, we call it as a property. So if you click on the object, the property will show the information that related to the object lah. Okay, so for example, if I click on the cube, so you can see this is the cube name, the location, the size, and also the scale of the cube. Alright, so for example, if I click on the camera, and the properties is property will show on the information that related to the camera. And the next one is the timeline. Alright, timeline is at the bottom of the viewport. Alright, so for the timeline, we are going to use this one for animation purpose. So as you can see, they start with the keyframe 0 here with the green color, and this is the total number of frame, okay, which is start with number 1 and end is 250. Okay, so this is also the playback button, which you can use for the animation purpose. Alright, okay, so basically for the toolbar, right, when you click on this one, alright, you can see another option in here which you can translate, rotate, and scale of the object. So for example, if you click on the cube, you can translate. So basically translate is to move the object position. Okay, so if you move your cursor, the object will automatically follow your cursor, right? And then you left click one time to move the to set the new position of the object. And if you click rotate, then you can turn your mesh object lah. So for example, if this one, right? And the third one is the scale. So to resize the object size, either if you want to scale up or reduce the size, so you can use the scale. So basically okay, so that one is for the toolbar. Alright, so the next one, okay, so the next one for the properties panel. Okay, so the first one is the scene, the camera with the camera icon. So this one for render purpose. So usually we render the object once we finish modeling or finish on the animation part. Okay, so basically you can convert or export the object into a still image or in a form of animation lah or movie. Okay, so the next one is the render layer. So basically in Blender you can see this is the same thing. We call it as a layer. So you can split the object into different layers, so that easy for you to arrange or organize your object. Okay, so basic for this one, the object locate at the first layer in here. Alright, and the next one is the scene information, which you can change the camera, the background, and also the active clip. And for this one, the fifth option here is the related to the object. Okay, so you can change the object location, rotation, and also you can scale. And this one is the add object constraint. This one usually used for the bone or for the animation purpose. And this one for the modifier, I will touch this function on the fifth topic. And for this one, okay, so basically this one is the vertices. Okay, so this one you will use this function on the animation part, and the second one is this is the material to assign the color to the object. So basically for the diffuse is the color, and the specular is color with shininess. And the next step is the texture. So if you want to wrap the object with the texture or the image, so you can add new texture in here. Okay, all right. Okay, so that's all for the interface, the default interface for the Blender.